Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach class 5 students moral science lesson number 11, the prodigal son. Lesson number 11 is the last lesson for your annual exam course. So, lesson number 11, the prodigal son. Prodigal means the son or the person who spent money recklessly without thinking anything. A person who spend money lavishly or waste money, or you can say spendthrift. Spendthrift is the right word for prodigal. Prodigal means a person who spend the money recklessly without thinking about future. It is called prodigal son. So once there was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of property." So the father divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there spent his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in that country, and he was in great need. Now, this story begins with a old man having two sons. The younger son pressurized his father to divide the property, means his father's property, among both the brothers. And the father did so. He shared the property among the elder son and the younger son. The younger son, after getting the property share of his property, thought of leaving that place, the village, and will go and settle in a foreign country. He went there, he settled in that foreign country, and he spent his money lavishly without thinking about the future. He spent all the money. When he spent all the money, a natural calamity happened in that country. There was famine everywhere. There was no rain, no crop, nothing to eat. So his condition became very bad that time, and as time passed, his condition went on becoming bad to worse. Then his all money were finished in that situation. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his friend field to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the food that the pig were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to the sense, to said to himself, "How many of my friends, of my father's hired servants, have food to spare? Here I am starving to death. I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went to his father. Now, when the money finished, he went to a rich person of that country, and he worked there as a paid servant. The owner told him to go and feed his pig. So whatever food he used to give to his pig, he used to also eat from it. And a time came, he was starving out of hunger, and he thought that my father had kept so many servants in our village, and whatever food they used to get, they used to save those food, because they used to get enough food to eat. My father used to give them enough food to eat, but here I am starving for hunger. So I will go back to my village and I will ask sorry for what I did to my father, and I will tell then I am sinner to that Almighty as well as to you. So please keep me as a servant of your father, and I will stay as the other labor are working in your farm. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arm around him and kissed him. While he was going towards his village, his father saw him from a long distance. He ran to his son and hugged him and kissed him. The son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But father said to his servant, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and a sandal on his feet. Make arrangement for his party. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and he was found." So they began to celebrate. Now, when he went to his father, he told that he is a sinner because whatever behavior he did with whatever behavior he did with his father, it is a sin, a crime. So please forgive me for that, he told to his father. His father told his servant, "Go and bring new dress and a gold ring and sandal to his feet, and told them to make arrangement for the party, because he thought this younger child of his was dead and was lost, but he was alive again and he was found. So we should have a celebration, we should have a party." Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants, asked him what was going on. Your brother has come," he replied, "and your father has arranged a party because he has got his bag safe and sound." Now, his elder son, when he came from the field, he was seeing that there was music in his house and dancing was also going on. He asked, "What is going on in my house?" Then his servant told, "Your younger brother has come." So his father want to celebrate after getting back his younger son. The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went and pleaded him with. What? He answered his father, "Look, all these years I have been slaving for you and never disobeyed your order. Yet you never gave me a few coins so I could celebrate with my friend. But when this son of yours who had squandered your property in wild parties come back home, you are spending so much money in celebration." Now his eldest son got angry that how my father could do this. His father went near to the eldest son and told to him that, "You see, your brother has come, that's why I am doing this arrangement." Then he told to his father, "Father, this whole so many years my life, I have obeyed you, I have worked for you, but you have not given me a single penny that I could celebrate or I could have some enjoyment with my friends. But this son of yours, your younger son, who has spoiled your whole property and came back after spending all the money, and now you are rejoicing with him, who has not respected you in his life. How you could do this with me, father?" The elder son told to his father. "My son," the father said, "you are always with me and everything I have is yours. But we have to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." In this parable, the father in the story is just like God. This is how God would be if we ran away from Him and we started doing things we shouldn't we does give up. He doesn't give up on us when we do things that are wrong, and He will always forgive us if we have truly changed and repent for what we have done. Now his father is explaining him why he was celebrating that his younger son's return. He told that to his elder son that you are in these years here with me. Whatever property, whatever wealth I have, it is only for you. But this younger brother who was dead, now he is alive. Whom we thought he was lost, now he has come. So you should feel that we should celebrate that incident, or that coming back, returning back to his home. We should celebrate it. So I am celebrating it. So you should not worry about the property what I have given you. It will be remain with you forever. His father told to his elder son. Here, father is just like God, because whatever mistake we do in our lifetime, if we repent those mistakes, a time will come, God will forgive us, because whatever wrong or mistake we have committed in our life, if you think that it is wrong, we should not have done those things, and we will repent for our behavior, our mistake, then Almighty will surely forgive us. Same way, fathers or parents, they always forgive those children who repent for their mistake, or who think that whatever mistake they have done, it is wrong, they should have not done. And so, because the parents are having big heart, they accept their children who come back after getting the lesson of the life. And here, the old man, or the father of the two children, is just like God, to forgive his children when they come to know they have changed themselves, or they repent for their mistake. This is how the story says about how we should be in our life. Every human being commit mistake. Okay, if we feel guilty about that and we ask for forgiveness, surely Almighty will forgive us for our wrong deed. Moral of the story: we should try to forgive the sin of others. Now the story teaches us, if you forgive the sin or the wrong deed done by someone, if he asks forgiveness, you should forgive him. That shows that you are having big heart, and God will also forgive someday if you do some mistake in your life. Bye bye children. Have a good day. God bless you. Till we meet in another